Asylum and Refugee Status Determination. Attention! The DHA will start offering additional services at the RROs. The Department for Home Affairs of the South African government runs the asylum process in South Africa. You can read about the process in the Refugees Act, see sections 21, 22, and 24, together with the Refugees Act regulations, see sections 2, 7, 8, and 14, and the Immigration Act, section 23. The definition of a refugee in South African law can be found in Section 3 of the Refugees Act. The Refugees Act bases the definition on that found in the UN Refugee Convention and the OAU Refugee Convention. More information about refugee status and asylum in South Africa can be found at the Department of Home Affairs. How can you apply for asylum in South Africa? Attention! The Department of Home Affairs of the South African government runs the asylum process in South Africa. If you have come to South Africa to seek asylum, it is important to apply for asylum as soon as you arrive in South Africa. Asylum documentation is important for accessing certain services and protects you and your family from arrest. How can you apply for asylum in South Africa? You will need to go to the nearest refugee reception office to apply for asylum. Follow these steps to start the process. Choose a refugee reception office where you want to apply for asylum. Your choices are Cape Town Refugee Reception Office, Durban Refugee Reception Office, Desmond Tutu Refugee Reception Office, Pretoria, Musina Refugee Reception Office, Gqeberha Refugee Reception Office, formerly Port Elizabeth. Remember, you will need to travel to this office at your own cost, so choosing the one closest to where you live is important. At the Refugee Reception Office, you will have to provide your biometrics, photographs, and fingerprints. All family members listed in the form sent to the Department of Home Affairs will have to be present to give their biometrics. You will be asked to give brief reasons about why you are seeking asylum in South Africa. After applying for asylum, you and your dependents must be given an asylum seeker visa. Each family member should be given an asylum seeker visa, also known as a Section 22 permit. Make copies of these documents and always keep them very safe. You will have an interview with a Refugee Status Determination Officer. The interview could happen on the day you make your asylum application, or you could be asked to come on a different day for this interview. How is the interview with the Refugee Status Determination Officer? Attention! If you do not speak or understand English, you have the right to ask for an interpreter. You will have to complete an interview with a Refugee Status Determination Officer. During your interview, remember, the Refugee Status Determination Officer must explain the procedure to you. If they do not, ask them to do so. The Refugee Status Determination Officer should ask you why you fled your Kauna.